I sold the farm to take my woman where she longed to be. Left our kin and all our friends back there in Tennessee.
My favorite Baltimore song ever, popularized by Bobby Bear and then Graham Parsons, but my favorite cover is Del McCoury's. Go listen to the full song. Okay, so first off, great songs don't explicitly tell, they infer, they plant clues, allowing the listener to make up their own mind, like a sophisticated thriller. But if you know Baltimore history, you know what's going on here. Harlan Howard and Tom Paul Glaser wrote Streets of Baltimore in 1966. Also, during this time, Baltimore was known for its long history of brothels, and in the first half of the 20th century, its burlesque clubs. Most famously, the area known as the Block, which is on a street literally called Baltimore Street, started changing from burlesque to modern strip clubs in the 50s, and by the 60s, it was a well-known scene for those type of clubs. All right, so in this song, there's a wife who's held the desire to come to Baltimore with the obvious suggestion she wanted to enter the nightlife. And her husband does everything he needs to do to make the move. Sells the farm and goes to work in a factory, which during that time was a common occurrence as the jobs were in cities like Baltimore. So both had incentive for the move, and at first it suggests the husband thought it would be innocent enough for both of them to benefit from Baltimore. But as the song progresses, it becomes clear he cannot handle her lifestyle, especially with the line, "Well, I did my best to bring her back to what she used to be." Ultimately, he could not handle tagging along with her, and it suggests her nightlife lifestyle became too much for him to handle. So at the end, he submits and realizes he lost her to the streets, so to speak, and he actually returns back to the country, which is not a move taken lightly, especially if he himself moved for a new job. Things must have gotten really bad. Now, I think it's pretty obvious, but that's how I interpret it. Do you agree with that? It certainly parallels with the time, history, and perhaps Baltimore Street and Streets of Baltimore were intentionally written to provoke the imagery of the block. Let me know what you think.